Good morning, friends. Today I am here with some natural phenomena, part 1 of 8th standard. Here in this session we are going to discuss about list of natural phenomena, some natural destructive phenomena, how lightning occurs, the sparks that the Greeks knew about, and charging by rubbing. So let us start the session. First, it is about list of natural phenomena. There are different natural phenomena like wind, storms, cyclones, tornado, lightning, flood, earthquake, drought, etc. This figure indicates that wind is blowing. It is natural phenomena. Here it is about a storm. This figure is indicating about cyclone. You can observe tornado here. Now it is about lightning. You may observe the view of flood. Here you can visualize the earthquake. This figure indicates about drought. Now let us discuss about some natural destructive phenomena. Some of the natural destructive phenomena are cyclones, lightning, earthquakes, drought, etc. Here we will discuss lightning. You know that we have to protect ourselves from all these destructive phenomena to some extent. You might have seen sparks on an electric pole when wires become loose, and it is more common when wind is blowing and shaking the wires. Sometimes sparks may be observed when we put a plug in a loose socket. Thus, lightning is also an electric spark on a huge scale. It is streaks of bright light and sound which is caused by electric discharge between clouds and the earth or between different clouds. Whereas earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of earth caused by a disturbance deep inside the earth's crust. Both lightning and earthquake causes lot of damage to human life as well as properties also. Now let us discuss about the fact that how lightning occurs. Lightning occurs due to accumulation of charges in the cloud, and it is also a natural phenomena involving charged particles. Actually, the exact cause of production of charges in the clouds is not known. But according to some experiments which were conducted, it shows that smaller water particles or droplets in the cloud usually acquired a positive charge on them, whereas the larger or heavier droplets become negatively charged. We know that like charges repel and unlike charges attract. So here opposite charges developed due to the size of droplets of water in the cloud. Thus opposite charges in the clouds exert a very strong force of attraction between them. But we know that air is an insulator of electricity. So the air between the clouds prevent the charges to come close, and hence they get neutralized. Now the next concept is about the sparks that the Greeks knew about. The ancient Greeks knew as early as 600 BC that when amber, which is a kind of resin, was rubbed with fur, then it attracted light objects like hair. You might have been observed during winter that when you take out your woolen cloth or polyester cloth, then hair stands on end. You may observe a spark and hear a crackling sound when you take out your woolen cloth. So it was only due to charged particles. Benjamin Franklin in the year 1752, an American scientist, showed that lightning and a spark from woolen or polyester cloth was only due to charged particle. Benjamin Franklin, along with his son William, performed his famous kite flying experiment that proved that lightning is a naturally occurring electrical phenomena. This given figure indicates about the kite flying experiment by Benjamin Franklin. It also depicts about the Benjamin Franklin experiment. He used different materials like metal key, wet hemp rope, silk rope, etc. Here it will be clear to all of you about the Franklin's famous kite experiment. Let us see what are the things needed and what are the functions performed by these materials. A silk kite was taken to attract lightning to last longer in bad weather. A key was taken to direct electricity forward to the condenser. It was also observed that for this experiment it required bad weather. Whenever there is no bad weather, then there will be no lightning. A condenser was taken to store electricity. It also required shed to keep himself and his tools dry so that he himself would be not hit by the lightning. Now another topic for discussion is charging by rubbing. It means that some objects can be charged by rubbing with other objects. Whenever objects are rubbed, then they attract light objects like pieces of paper. So this process is called charging by friction because we are rubbing two objects. For example, when a plastic riffle, plastic scale or plastic comb is rubbed with dry hair, paper or polythene, then it gets charged and hence able to attract pieces of paper. It is very interesting. You may do it in home also. The charges which are acquired by rubbing are called static charges because they do not move or transfer, but in electric current charges move. So electric current is the motion of charges with the help of a conductor. You can visualize here charging an object by rubbing. Here also you may observe charging an object by rubbing. You may observe here charged object attracting pieces of paper. This figure also indicates that charged comb attract pieces of paper. You can do it at home also. Here also charged object attracting pieces of paper. That comb is getting charged and it is attracting pieces of paper. This figure also indicates charged plastic object attracting pieces of paper. Here you can see hair get attracted toward charged balloon. Here also hair get attracted towards charged balloon. You can see here. Thank you. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.